Welcome everyone. We'll start our last lesson, L05 Learning Outcome 5, Marketing OTHM Level 7 Extended Diploma in Strategic Management and Leadership. My name is Anjum Satar and my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. If you have any question, if you're just listening to this recording, so please just drop me email and hope so I'll speak you all some points. So we'll start our lesson. Today lesson will cover learning outcome 5, which is we have 3 assessment criteria which is supposed to be addressed under this learning outcome. Critically analyze the nature of brand and significance of branding. So we'll discuss brand, significance of branding in terms of organization and of organization strategies, how this helps to achieve organization objectives. Critically discuss the needs of for integration between brand pyramid, the brand positioning and brand management. So why is it crucial to be brand management, brand positioning in our organization? So which we'll discuss, like Unilever used to be 500 brand, they reduced to 150, 200 brand now. The reason is because divest, some brand may loss making unit, how that can be a mistake, how branding is used to strengthen a business or a product. So brand is really important. Think about Nike and various other companies brand. The logo itself, give you clear message. These products have a quality, they have some values in it. So how we can create those values within a brand. Our L05 was just be able to critically analyze brand in a business context. So all this will be focused in our discussion today. Before starting lesson, we'll go through what we covered in the previous lesson, and we'll go through assessment criteria and inductive content and strategic management and OT qualification. So the aim of this we discuss about the ability differences of strategic discuss by management with green marketing, social marketing, and the role of marketing with organization in terms of CIM charted in terms of market definition, marketing association definition. Then be able to apply tools for analyzing the business environment, strategic marketing. Discuss about business environment, micro and macro environment, internal, external environment. We discuss about SMART objective, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time defined by strategic marketing, long-term marketing. Discuss about stakeholder, internal and external stakeholder. In which we mention, internal role of internal marketing is quite crucial in our organization because people are interacting with individual and organization. So the internal people are product take on board and then we'll make any decision about our product going to launch. So be able to critical discuss market segmentation. So I mentioned you different method of segmentation. Segmentation means divide the total market into the small segment. We discuss segmentation on the basis of demographic, psychographic, and psychological segmentation. All we discuss during our lesson 3. Because we can't reach whole market, we can segment because we can target our product. We discuss about target marketing. Lesson we discuss about integrated marketing mix. We discuss initial concept marketing mix was consist of 4 P's: product, price, promotion, and place. No, it's extended marketing concept, which is consist of 7 P's: processes, people, placement, and we discuss physical evidence as well. So that's it. the self-information. So then we'll do our unit 500. We need to today lesson will in by the implementation of marketing strategy. In the successful implementation marketing strategy, the branding can play a significant role, and other all the keywords will be in our discussion as well. Organize the resources. We mentioned we need to organize the resources. The resources organization is very important, and we need to be discuss about 3M: men, money, and material. We need to be arranged. So, and monitoring effectiveness of marketing strategies. So we need to we need to really focus our marketing, okay. So we'll start our lesson then. Now, okay. My name is Manjum, and we are doing L05, like outcome 5. So first of all, should be focused on what meant by strategy. The word strategy is derived from the Greek word used to be used in military. How we can tackle our enemies. So the word strategy in the business world and in the marketing world is the determinator of the basic long-term goals of an enterprise, and adoption a course of actions, and the allocation of resources necessary for carrying these goals. If we want to achieve our goals, our objective mean our end result, what we really want to achieve in our organization. Like our goals can be maximize the customer satisfaction, maximize our shareholder wealth. These can be our objective. So according to Monsberg, one of the great scholar, Henry Monsberg, he mentioned strategy is a mediating force between the organization and the environment. So you need to identify what organization we are in and which type of, like a Brexit. Think about, do we need to keep our strategy as it is, what was before, or we need to change? Of course, we need to change the strategies according to the changing environment. So we need to look around internal and external environment. We need to conduct the environmental analysis during lesson 1 and 2. A lot of emphasis on these, all the factors. So then other different authors, strategy is more than just fit and allocation of resources, stretch and leveraging of the resources. We need to look around. And according to the Porter, Michael Porter, one of the great scholar, he mentioned strategy is about being different. So it can be different. You are different organization. So if you think about the Unilever product, Procter and Gamble product, if you look various other companies, they are different. Why? Think about Sheraton Hotel, think about Holiday Inn, think about Hilton and various. All they differentiate themselves on different. Maybe something, we offer the inside gym, we have a swimming pool, we give you drop service, we have different sort of food menus, all these sort of. So this is differentiate. So it means we need to look around in our. It means deliberately choosing different set of activity to deliver a unique mixture of value. Maybe other not like all some of sales services we can differentiate according to what is this consist market business mission why we are in the mission organization, any mission. So we're not supposed to, our marketing strategy not supposed to contradict with the market business mission, because the business overall mission, what really we want to audit. Of course, audit means checking the accuracy. I need to check the marketing activity which we are launching, delivering, offering, those are effective. Audit means checking the accuracy. Look around those. Our advertising campaign is effective or not. Every pound we spend, what we gaining? What was our advertising objective? It was remind, persuade, or inform. So if we are achieving it, we can do survey to check it. Our customer is, so if objective was to persuade people to buy product. So if our sales went up or not by our advertising? If not, why not? Is it advertising was not effective? We not use the right channel for information. So all this we need to sort. Is SW is an internal environment, OT is external environment. SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So we need to analyze if we are strong and outside is opportunity that can be to do the business. If we are weak, we normally use the area of development, how we can overcome those messages. In my opinion, maybe we need to hire somebody those are experienced. Maybe we are weak, but outside is opportunity good. We can overcome our weaknesses, opportunities there. But in some situation we're weak, we don't have money, we're declining company, our is very in that situation is very difficult to sustain in a business. If our strategy can diversify our business into the new market, and maybe they can go overseas, we can get some market shares there. All these different marketing strategies we can use. Marketing objective, strategic objective, trustworthy, all key benchmark, strategic objective, core strategies, target market, competitive advantage. What competitive advantage we have on competitor target, how we can target the move of our competitors, our enemies, because those are is like a warfare strategy. When they move in direction, how I will in the different, how I can count, like Tesco, Asda, Morrison, these supermarket in the UK, they regular every day almost they're looking, what sort of the color they use, the packaging color, how I'll tackle and that color will be appealing to customer, how I display like a brand match. If any other supermarket offer you brand cheaper than us, we are happy to give you refund. So these set of the tactics and techniques and strategies we can use to maximize our market share. Okay. Any question? Anybody? Any question, guys? If any question. Okay. Next, now we're looking the strategic objective, long-term objective. Objective mean end result. Our objective can be build. You build new product. You invest in more money into the product in different brand. Divest. You take out money and you invest into the different brands. Divest. Like Unilever 500 brands to 250 around, and then further reduce to 150. Hold some brand, you want to hold them for a short period of time. You don't want to be close them. So these are different strategies we can use it. So what may build, hold, or vest? So hold objective can be, for example, trying to hold to existing sales, market shares, and this may be options for the existing product and the service under the threat from the competition. Harvest, for example, where the sales and marketing allowed to be false, but the profit margin are maximized, the market shares and often used with existing and the long established product and service, which maybe have been market leader at some stage. So divest, what is meant by divest? You drop in sales, so product or the services. The reason for this often financial revenues, cost and the profit. Maybe cost is increasing, profit is decreasing, sales are decreasing, cost per unit is increasing. So that stage we can divest it. Like, so you maybe heard about BHS. Anybody heard about BHS? It's called British Home Store. They start more than 100 years business, but is business being collapsed. The reason to collapse because some making unit, some store were British Home Store were making losses, and they made losses, and ultimately what's happened, those losses transfer to the profit making store. So what will be happen? You're earning one product profit, other your loss is more than your profit. You can't sustain it. It's better to be close them, rid of, and keep your profit and try to be diverse it. So that's why we can look around. We can use the strategies and we look each the brand. Okay, what are the core strategies? So target market, we can look around what target market, what strategies we'll use, competitor targets, how we can do the competitor and what competitor strategies we'll use. We can gain the competitive advantage if we have a right core strategies we'll adopt in our organization. organization. So according to the Porter, the Porter normally recommend 4 generic strategy, and these are known as the Porter generic strategies. So differentiation, you totally different than others. They are doing different, but your product is totally different, so nobody can enter into market because you can be differentiation leader. Cost leadership, you try to be reduce the cost in every step, and you will be leader in the market because you're offering cheaper product, like in the Ryanair and EasyJet. These are the cheaper airlines, and they focus on the cost leadership and they differentiate themselves. So we need to look around the cost leadership. So every step, is they're not giving free water with an aeroplane, they're selling it. So not free tea and coffee and all this is the cost leadership. Competitive strategy, cost focus. You just focus in the one area cost, not whole organization. If you want to be cost leader, you most cheaper company and your most revenue company, so you need to be focused in every step to reduce the cost. But maybe you reduce one area cost because you want to reduce the IT cost and to give the IT companies outsource them. That can be cost focused strategy in one area. Differentiation, maybe you slightly different in terms of the color, in terms of the packaging, can focus, narrow focus. If our differentiation leadership, it can be your product is totally, somebody is selling consumer product, but you are selling product. That can be differentiation strategy. Okay, product. What is meant by product? Anything have ability or capable of to satisfy the human needs and wants, so we can't call it a product. It exists the core level, actual level, and argumental level. So what is meant by these? Argumental stated product is mean installation, guarantees, deliveries, additional services, and the brand value that come augmented. And next, actual product, which is can be features, styling, packaging, and quality. That's actual, and the core benefit within a product that can become overall, because it can be stylish, you will give the free guarantee, and it's a product, you are is quite competitive as well, so that can be core benefit within a product. So we need to make sure we generate these and help what is meant by brand. First, no, we'll go to the brand and the branding. So brand is a process by which the company differentiate themselves, their product offering from the competition. Brand permit the customer to develop association, status, prestige. When you're wearing Nike shoes, when you wearing clothes and other products, you using them like, L'Oreal products for girls or women, especially perfume and various other products, even for males as well. So we can look around which assess the purchase decision. The brand is the product with the unique characteristic. For instance, the design, the image, the consistent, and the well organized. The advantage of having the brand, good brand inspire customer loyalty. Customer become loyal. You're not going to buy any other brand because you're loyal with it, and leading to the repeat sales, word of mouth, and recommendation. Whoa, this brand I tried is a wonderful product. Yes, so we can recommend it. Brand owner can use the charge higher price. Yes, if you have that brand and you can charge the higher price for it. So we can look around, and the next, the brand is market leader. So brand can be leads to the market leader. Like think about Nike, think about Apple, think about various other. So retailer or the services seller want to stop the selling brand with the limited shelf space. So they want to be make sure they sell more, and likely the top brand will be on the shelf than the less well-known brand. So they want to make sure they sell and they get the maximized return to be okay. Then the branding, some retailer use own labels brand, like if you think about Tesco, Asda, Morrison, their own brand and world famous brands as well, where they use their names of the product rather than the manufacturing, like Tesco finest range meals and the food stuff, even somebody making on the behalf of them, they tend to be cheaper than the normal brand, but will be give the retailer more profit than the selling the normal brand. Some brands are so strong, they have become a global brand, like a Unilever brand, like think about uh, Pringles, Juliet, and these are the global brand. This means that the product is sold so many countries. So think about we have a Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Disney, Mercedes, it pack that's the printers and things. So the strength of the brands can be exploited by the business to develop new product. Brand extension within that brand family, we carry on adding more brand like Dove soap and then Dove shampoo and then the moisturizers and various other Mars bar and then the Mars ice cream. Brand sketching is where the brand is used for diverse range of product, not necessarily connected. Virgin Airline, Virgin Cola, Marks and Spencer clothes and food. So logo on the product is important part of the product, and logo is a symbol or the picture that represent the business. It's a important, it's a easy to recognize, establish the brand loyalty can create. So you need to be, because when you sign the outsourcing, you need to make sure. So I have a copied link is about the brand and the value. Guys, you can copy this link and then try to be watch. So just a 1 minute.
Whatever stage you're at in your career, the free Google Digital Garage courses can help. Find the knowledge you need.
Okay, let's.
Hi there. Let's take a quick look. Don't forget, a brand is something which helps distinguish a product service from the competition. It's something which makes it distinctive. Perhaps the design of the product or service, the name, the logo, or some combination of all those things. The key thing about a brand is that if it's built effectively, it helps you communicate, and market a product or service more successfully. Before we see what the value of branding can be, let's just quickly remind ourselves some of the different types of brands. You won't necessarily need to know all this detail, but let's just look at some examples that operate in business in the market. You'll be very different types of product brands. The ones fast-moving consumer goods, FMCG brands from the Unilever brand portfolio, things like Marmite and Pearson. Product brands, but it doesn't have to be a physical product, it could be a service. And increasingly, brands are being built that are purely based around a service delivered to consumers, either via apps like Uber, PayPal, Dropbox, but also a service physically that's delivered, like, for example, the View cinema brand. There are such things as family or umbrella brands. These are brands that are assigned to more, effectively giving the product line or the product group distinctive brand name. Brands themselves can be the name of the business. So we are very familiar with concepts and brands like Lego and Nestle. Talking brands, of course, so in the retail sector, the major supermarkets also want to get onto the branding game, as they have developed their own label brands. I think perhaps the ultimate in branding, so-called global brands, brand names that are recognized worldwide. They're to meet local customer needs. So we've seen some examples of brands there. So what is the value of branding?
These are all the global brand. What are the value of brands?
First,
Is the second value from the customer point of view.
Develop a relationship with, you are more likely to perceive added value from your point of view. Next,
Build the customer loyalty and aspiration.
Brand value sustained, you're more likely to become loyal to the brand. You may aspire to own a particular brand, and once you own one, you're more likely to remain loyal. And thirdly, able to achieve the first two is probably likely to be able to charge a higher price than the competition. thereby making demand for that brand and its product less sensitive to price changes. So those are the key benefits of effective branding. The value of branding.
Okay, so that's our brand and the value of brand. So now next we'll go through our next discussion area of discussion. So we'll look around the so that brand is.
I'm sick and tired of seeing competitors who are not as good as you, and yet somehow.
So we're looking next now. Sorry about next. We're looking the Zara. Zara is quite popular brand. So I got case study to read and go to the Zara case study. That will help you to refer the understand how the Zara and the various other companies as well they develop the brand. So these are some examples of brand. So what are the benefit of branding when we do the company value, consumer preference, loyalty, barrier to the competition, high profit based for the brand extensions. You can look around the value brand, building brand. This involves the making decision about the following: naming brand. So that will help, when you choose the name, like be careful because advertising standard board and various other ethical values. So ethical branding is very, very important now. It's a lot of companies and especially people are well aware of. If you're the Primark's a few years back, the building collapsed in Bangladesh, and that brand, Primark's brand, the product is being manufacturing in Bangladesh, so they have a contract. So when you're making the contract, actually you need to make sure they follow the legal and the moral or ethical values. So provide the national minimum wage, not involved in the child labor and those sort of, and because that can harm your brand instead of developing your brand. So brand is created by means of augmentation at the core product to add the value. So we need to make sure we add the value, not reduce the value of the brand. So brand name consideration. A good brand name should be evoke positive association, be easy to pronounce, remember. So just the benefit, be distinctive, numeral when the emphasis on technology. So all these we need to look around the brand strategies. Family brand names, we can look around what are they, and we can choose the sub individual brand name and the combination brand name. So that's we can Unilever, Procter and Gamble, and Unilever soap or Dove soap, and those can be, and autonomy of brand, how we can brand. We can look around brand heritage, brand asset. Of course, brand can be huge asset for the company. That the couple of you in accounts, maybe you learn about intangible assets. So brand goodwill or the brand image, it can be intangible asset for the company. It can be in millions. Look, the Nike sign, if you just put on any clothes that become a part of Nike, it means it's a value, it's a design and all. So we need to make sure brand reflects the trust of brand management issues, brand extension, fetching a plan European and the global brand, co-brand, all this, we need to be look around when we'll make the plan for the. So brand positioning, of course, like earlier I said. So brand extension, then you will see the brand of whiskey. Group we discuss in the lesson 2 BCG metrics. So what is some brand can be star, the brand sales, brand sales in shares, investment, maintain and increase the leadership positioning. That can be star brands, child brand where the focus dependable on the niche where dominance can be achieved, and harvest to divest. So maybe harvest to divest, either you take out money because that can create, and some can be cash cow. They give a lot of wholesale and the market share, defined position, use excess cash to support the star. So this brand cash we are using towards star, promoting new brands. And the dogs best are divest. So dogs can be those brands, we can call them dog. They are declining in sales. Maybe we need to invest more, or we can take out them, or use to be defendable into brand when we decide, which brand will phase out, we need to look around the product life cycle. Maybe some brand in our country, in developed countries, at the declining stage in the product life cycle, but in other part of the world, that's the introductory stage. So same brand we can launch in different part of the world. So that's we need to look around this, the focus. And then what is the new product? When we will call the new product replacement, new to the world, additional existing line, and the new product line. So when we develop the product, always is we have to follow the first. We need to generate the ideas. Sometimes we have so many ideas. We have this and that. Write all the ideas on piece of paper. Then screen them. Which idea is the best? Then try to launch it and then test the idea. That's in the physical, in the financial world. The idea, is it acceptable? Is it no one else is using it? Using, or how you will be, your ideas will be different than others. So business analysis will analysis internal, external environment. It will be acceptable. It will be how much we predict the sales and how much money will be required. Product development, then we can develop, and then market test. We can test it in the market, then we'll go for commercialization. Then we commercialize this product. Zara is quite popular brand. Zara speed is to market has given it's a competitive advantage in the industry. So that's Zara's. I copied the Zara's case study. So please guys, this will be on Moodle as well. So I'll show you a bit, so this is Zara case. So please, you can read what the Zara brand, what strategy they use, and it's quite good to be in this case study, and how they use, how they source production, stores, warehouse, and things, So overall, Zara strategies, management vision, firm performance. So please, you can read this case study. That will really help you to further enhance your understanding about the Zara's brand. Okay, next we'll move to, if we'll back to our slides now. So next I already discussed the diffusion around. If you early innovate something, early adopter in the market, always, like think about, technology, like earlier Apple, early you can, then the late majorities, and laggard if you're a late enter, because always the early enter give you more benefit, but it's a need to be more. It can be your product that will accept the market, can be, you can beat a lot of losses as well. So we need to be look around. So summary, what we discussed is a product is anything that is capable satisfying the consumer needs and wants, offering from those the competitors 3 different level of product names and core products, and augmented, which we discussed. The key developing brand is the brand names and the positioning them, and brand strategies, brand management, brand extension, portfolio, new product development. So these are quite crucial concepts when we'll discuss the branding. So then I also going to add on Moodle the journal. One journal is the cultural code of branding. So when we do the brand, so guys, please, we need to really understand, which culture we want to launch the brand, because of course every culture is different than others. So we need to keep the cultural values, like white sarees in India, it's made the sadness, and it's represent, but in the white sarees in Japan is meant by happiness. So when we use the packaging, coloring, and those schemes, so we need to make sure we'll adopt those to be maximize our market share. So the culture branding, yes, so that we need to, then you think about brand research, emerge, yes, a large field of management, marketing, and then go to the brand exists in the cultural ideologies. So please, that's quite good, to read this journal article. So we have journal article why brands should be branded. So it's quite good article again to read it, which is quite well written. Relationship between the brand and its consumer have become one of the major research topic in the brand management. So these days, and we need to look around what the role of the brand in our organization, form of brands conduct. We need to look around how we'll make sure our brands should be will match with the organization mission and the values. And that's please, it's good to be read to further enhance your understanding about branding. Okay, that's one thing. And there I copied some slogan. Slogan is also part of the brand. So I copied few slogans for you, and I'll go through. Okay, like here, these are the slogans. Think different. Which company is a thing different? A lot of people come in their mind think different is Apple. The world local bank is a HSBC. Only suffer know the feeling is the Billabong, and then Audis and taste the Rambo, Skittles. Uh, because you are the worth of it is a L'Oreal. Power of dream is a Honda. The car is in front is a Toyota. That's a Toyota slogans. Front is a Toyota. You know who are your mates is calling. Have it your way. Burger King, top John Smith bitter, and then when it's absolutely positive, have to be over the night. That the FedEx company, then impossible is nothing. Or Adidas, Snap, the pickle, Pop, Kellogg's, Rice Krispie, Finger, Good, KFC, Extra Purity, Sky, Believe in Better. The Sky, it's needn't be held with nicotine, those tablets for smokers. Don't just book it, Thomas book it. So that is to represent IKEA. Live unboring. That's the IKEA because it's making the bed mattresses and various other furnitures. Every little help. That's the Tesco. Then the Tutor.eu website, supporting teacher, inspiring student. So these are all the slogans, like making the unmiserable and unmiserable. That's the players and the Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. So like when you open the Pringles, really you can't stop it. You really think, oh, I'll eat it, and the taste is in a way. So Pringles set up the slogan this way. So we need to look around in our organization and brand, and the slogans really matters. Like a master card, something in life are priceless. For everything else, there is the MasterCard. So that's we can set the slogans, and those will help to be recognized, and we can advertise, and we can work on the slogan, and the brands will try to create a slogan. So further to enhance your understanding about the brand and the brand image, I copied the link to do the quiz on the brand and the brand image and different brands. So guys, please go through this as well, and we'll go back to now on and we'll discuss about the assignment brief. So you have an assignment brief there, which you post to, and we have all the learning outcome there, assessment criteria. We've been given the case, and then we need to look around their brand and marketing strategies. So first, your Small Business Association, read about Amazon Go and concern about potential competition, and this should be to strategic marketing. So you can discuss about what is strategic marketing, Amazon Go, an example, an introduction, evaluating purpose of strategic marketing, which we discuss about strategic strategies today lesson as well. Diagram, the strategic planning process is the planning process. I already copied the picture diagram. That's the mission or business mission, marketing audit, those. And review of the least 3 marketing concepts. So I already mentioned you a production concept, social marketing concept, and then you can link with the planning process, which I already copied the slides with you. This lesson as well in the lesson 1, and go through a creation of significant of branding using the Amazon. So Amazon, how the brand, what's that love, Amazon values and things. They have different things, and to get the free delivery, why they start this and that. Amazon Music, and those are illustrate the concept of brand pyramid and the brand positioning and brand management, which I mentioned today lesson as well. So that will help you to prepare one presentation, and you need to write the 500 words and submission in the PowerPoint slide. If you can't, you want one, well, maybe you make PowerPoint slide and then those slide copy into the Word document and you submit it. Please, let's go through and try. You can send me. And then marketing plan. So we need to look around. We need to make the marketing plan. So you need a selection from the pastel, political, economic, social, technological, and eco environment. I discussed in the lesson 1. I mentioned you for 5 forces in the lesson 1 as well. Bargaining power of suppliers, wire high and low. Please go through those SWOT analysis I discussed with you. Strength, weaknesses, opportunity, maybe SWOT analysis for Amazon. You can as well SMART objective, yes, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time defined. I mentioned you discussed the segmentation. I discussed with you last lesson. Segmentation, basis of segmentation, how we can, you look around the Amazon and how they segment the market. That's section concerned with the marketing mix. I mentioned you what is meant by marketing mix last lesson as well. 4 P's, 7 P's. So please, those you can look around, in our organization and their role. We discuss about part of marketing, promotion, differential strategies, and rank. So that's all your assignments. So guys, please, you start it. If you want to look around different marketing plans, so there's a website called bplans.co.uk. So please, you can go there. You can sample plans as well. That I will have you, and I'll try to upload one templates as well. So that will help you, please. So there are a lot of sample plans, and those maybe put examples as well. What is meant by, we have a 500 plus. These are sample business plan and the marketing plans as well given in this website. So that's all today lesson. So we'll recap lesson. We learn about, hi guys, today lesson we learn about brand image, brand management, brand loyalty, how we can, what is meant by brand, what is meant by slogan, and we discuss about brand strategies, brand management, and we discuss about brand extension and brand portfolio as well. So if you have any question, feel free to drop me email. I'll get back to you. Please try to write your task 1 and task 2 within assignment and send to me. I'll give you informal feedback before your formal feedback, and then of course carry on working on assignment now, please. And if you have any question, just feel free to drop me. If you want to use the reference, please, I copied some reference end of my slides. If you can't find it anywhere, is a Philip Kotler book, David Jobber's book. Those are the recommended, quite good books. Those are some already on the Moodle as well, and some I already copied the links. You can use them as well in your. I already copied some journal articles. Those will help you on the journal articles who wrote it. So you can use as a reference as well, and you can add some definition and some key concept from these journal articles as well. And you add your own views and your own thought within it and justify in terms of theory, in terms of different companies, and try to be at this level 7, where looking more evaluation, more implementation, more developing new ideas, are giving something in analysis more in this level. So any question if you have, otherwise hope so I will speak you some point, and enjoy your remaining weekend. Hope so we'll see you some point. Thanks guys, have a nice time. Bye bye.